It's another episode of the Ultimate Intimacy Podcast with Nick and Amy. Welcome to the podcast. I have to admit,
So weird.
Last podcast, Amy said Nick's going to say things that he probably regrets. Last podcast, I was on my best behavior, so I'm saving him for this one.
I'm pretty sure that we will know real soon if you said something you regret
That's
because
probably true.
People will let us know. Okay.
True that.
We might
True
say
that.
something we regret after this podcast, but I don't think so because this is coming from sources, not from me.
No regrets from last podcast.
I
But
don't regret it. Yeah.
I get judged differently than I judge myself, so.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Okay, let's dive in.
Let's dive
What's
into
today's
this one.
podcast episode?
We are doing 10 benefits of orgasms. You might not know.
My heck.
You might know. Nick looked at me and he's like, does that make you want him more? I was like, no.
Well, at least she was honest.
I'm not gonna
I can
lie to
always
you.
count on her to be honest with me.
But I am going to take in these benefits and even be more, I try not to be negative about intimate time. I'm going to be even more positive and I'm going to think of all the benefits of them. Yeah. Okay?
You only have how many?
10.
Oh, there's way more than that.
Well, we're going to talk on about 10.
Okay.
Or we'd be here
All
all
right,
day.
all right, I guess.
Okay.
I guess I can live
Okay.
with that.
We're not doing like sexual benefits or like fun benefits. We're talking about scientific benefits. Like I want the people that are like, this is just for you. Quit bugging me about it. This is just all for you because you need that release. This is proof that God created sexual intimacy in marriage for other benefits other than just the one spouse who wants it all the time. I'm not saying who that is. Sometimes it's the wives. Sometimes it's the husbands. Mostly, I think it's the husbands. I don't know. Mostly. But that's okay because the more we talk about that there's benefits to it and there's health benefits, a woman might be like, click, like, oh my goodness, you lose that many calories, or, oh, it helps with that. I did not know that. That's the point of this podcast is be like, light bulb goes on, like, this is great.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
You could say something. You
Uh,
talked the whole last episode, I felt like, so you're going to make me talk.
friends with benefits. Married friends with benefits. No, I think this is good. I'm excited. I'm excited to where this podcast is going. No, I was saying friends with, you're my friend with benefits.
Best friends,
With benefits.
committed friends with benefits. Okay. Number one benefit of having frequent orgasms is stress and anxiety reduction. I know you've already heard that, but this comes...
That is true.
Is it?
Oh, it's totally true.
I don't know about this one. I'm questioning this one because I still have some anxiety in my life and that's not taking it away. But I'm not going to go do it every day. So.
Well, I would say I would say for most men this is true. Like I can be totally stressed out and we're making love and all my problems go away.
Yeah, I wish that was like that for women. We still have 100 tabs open. We're like, close, please close. I'm trying to close the tabs right now. Doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think we're different in this one. But it is supposed to create less stress and anxiety. Okay, so this source comes from the Archives of Sexual Behavior. Orgasm reduces stress because of the release of oxytocin, dopamine, endorphins, while lowering cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. Man, I am full of that hormone. Oxytocin promotes relaxation and social bonding, which can help calm the nervous system. Studies measuring hormone levels before and after sexual climax show measurable drops in stress reactivity. So you've heard that they've done all these studies with like orgasm and your health, right? They've done lots of studies on this. So this is kind of saying that orgasm is essentially the body's natural reset button for short-term stress response. It doesn't eliminate stress from your life. It's just sending you those hormones that helps cover those stress spikes.
Yeah.
Is what it's saying.
Well, I think we've talked about this before and mentioned this, and I hope I don't butcher it, but when a vibrator was invented, the purpose wasn't for pleasure. The purpose was actually for stress relief.
Nick did do some research on that, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember. I'm just trying to remember what it was, but the actual invention for it was for stress relief and to help, they were studying that and found that, when she has an orgasm, like that reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, all these different things. And so it's interesting that the original invention and reason behind that is, totally different.
So I think it's important to say we're not talking about being intimate with each other. We're talking about the scientific facts of orgasms. So her being intimate with her husband is not just taking that stress hormone away. It's the orgasm. Like that means it has to be mutual pleasure for both of you. That's the key here.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? She's got to be into it in order to orgasm, which means it's got to be mutual, guys. It's got to be mutual. She's got to want it. She's got to be mind positive about it to get rid of that stress. Like, yeah, I guess that's enough to say on that. Number 2 is headache and migraine relief.
So,
I actually agree with this one.
So
this one works.
Next time your wife says, I've got a headache, you say, perfect. Look at what I found. Listen to this on the Ultimate Intimacy Podcast. This is so good for your headaches. You don't need ibuprofen. You need an orgasm. I
actually agree with this one. There have been nights where I'm like, no, I literally have a headache. And then I'm like, wait, I learned scientifically that it can help take headaches and migraines away. And I usually only get them. Thankfully, I'm not one of those that suffers with migraines all the time. Bless your heart if you do. Like, I cannot even imagine that pain. And that's probably a whole another situation. But like a come-on headache where it's like, okay, and go take a whole bunch of ibuprofen or something, this can actually help.
So you were just using me to get rid of your headache? That's what you were saying? I was your painkiller?
Did you love that? Love that?
Yeah. I'll be that anytime.
That's what I thought you would say. No, but I've actually taken this into a scientific experiment. And I'll be like, I have a headache. I'm not going to deny tonight because of this headache. I'm going to see if it works. And I can say it has worked many times in our marriage.
Oh, just call me.
I'm just talking to the ladies right now. Like, if you get a once in a while headache and your husband's like, hey, tonight, give it a try. Just give it a try. That's all I'm asking.
Just call me doctor.
No. No. I don't want to be a doctor. Actually, I do want to be a doctor. I should have been a doctor. Source is the Society for Sexual Medicine. Research for migraine surveys suggest about 60% of migraine sufferers experienced partial or complete relief after sexual activity. The orgasm.
That's awesome.
The primary mechanism is endorphin release, which acts like a natural pain medication by binding to opioid receptors in the brain.
That's pretty amazing, honestly, and I'm being serious about that. So, like, instead of going and saying, man, I need some ibuprofen or whatever, just say, babe, I need you. I got a headache. I need you.
Can you imagine if women did that, though? Like, wives were like, oh my gosh, I'm going to PMS soon. I'm getting these headaches. Can you help me with this? Instead of just running to the bottle of ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Like, just try it. And maybe it doesn't work. And maybe your body is... I'm just saying, like, this is what research says. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at the deliverer, okay? I'm just saying... It has worked for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for you, but I'm just saying try it. Like, give it a chance. Give it a chance. So, your husband will be really happy you gave it a chance.
So I'm wondering if in this podcast all the men are going to be like, yes, 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 and all the women are going to be like, no, no, no.
If you have a bad attitude about sexual intimacy, you're probably not even listening to this episode. So, number 3, better sleep.
Totally.
Okay. This says sleep improvement after orgasm is linked to, I'm going to say things wrong today, sorry. Prolactin and oxytocin release. Prolactin is strongly associated with post-sex relaxation and fatigue. Hormonal shifts signal the brain that reproduction-related activity is complete, allowing the body to enter recovery and rest mode.
It's so true.
From a neuroscience standpoint, orgasm lowers psychological arousal, which is exactly what you want before sleeping. So, you know how we hear all these things that are like, when you're trying to sleep better, which is me, like, a lot lately, because I'm in perimenopause, I'm waking up at 2, 3 a.m. every day, every morning, taking an hour to sleep, having crazy dreams, like, I'm a mess at night.
You should just wake me up at 2 a.m.
No.
So, babe, I'm having a hard time sleeping.
Okay, I'm talking before.
That
is a good idea. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to take that idea.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
But I have wrestled with sleep, and I actually can be honest about this. that the nights were intimate, I'm not saying I sleep better because I still wake up every night, but I think I fall asleep faster. And maybe that's a great thing. Maybe that's my body just yay for that, step at a time.
Yeah.
So,
no, I like
but
that.
I was going to say, you know how we're always being told, like, if you want to sleep better, get off your screens at night. It's not good to be looking at, the screens, like flashy stuff, bright lights, maybe take a hot shower, do meditation. This is a great way, if you're having a struggle with sleep, is maybe to have more orgasms before you go to bed. Okay?
I think that's great advice.
Nick loves everything I'm about to say.
No,
and I'm going to take
agree
in what
with
I
everything.
can. Number 4 is for the women only, menstrual cramp relief. Another one, I don't get cramps anymore, I get headaches. My body has completely changed in the 40s. But cramps used to be really bad for me. And I can say this one also works. Also works. Like in my 20s and 30s, such bad cramping, we'd make love, I would automatically feel better. I'm just being honest with you. And I know that when you're going through crampiness, like, that's the last thing on your mind. So this is going to take positive attitude. Like, I'm trying to find some natural reliefs. It's helping my marriage at the same time. So this one says, this source is the Cleveland Clinic, says during orgasm, uterine and pelvic muscles contract, which can help move blood more efficiently through the pelvic tissues. This can temporarily reduce cramp severity. Endorphin release also plays a major role in reducing pain perception. While it's not a treatment for severe menstrual disorders, many people report temporary symptom relief. It's important to say that none of these are going to fix a problem. They're not like an automatic, like, oh, it should be gone. We're just saying this, you can find relief. Mm-hmm. You can find relief. And a lot of people, please don't get mad at me saying doing it during that time of the month, whatever. That is personal. Some people have religious things against that. Some people think it's gross, whatever. Do it in the shower. Or don't do it, whatever. Whatever you want to do, that's personal. Okay? I'm just saying, like, if you have some cramping, that could be helpful to you.
We don't want to get all up in your business.
I'm trying to be very careful because some people will come back and destroy me. I'm just giving scientific tips, okay? Number 5 is immune system support. This came from a medical clinic. It says research shows that people who have regular sexual activity tend to have higher levels of, hopefully I say this right, immunoglobulin, IgA, an antibody that helps fight respiratory infections. The immune system benefits are believed to come indirectly from stress reduction rather than direct immune stimulation. Lower stress hormones allow immune cells to function more effectively.
Maybe that's why we don't get sick very often.
Okay, I didn't know that one before. That's new to me. I'm just reading this. We do not get sick very often in our house. And I'm not trying to brag. We have really good immune systems. But I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, maybe it's because
we've had a goal our entire marriage to be intimate at least twice a week in marriage. Maybe that's helping.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
I
helping.
think it is. I wouldn't say maybe. I would say absolutely that's helping.
I'll take whatever I can get. I like to be healthy. The next one, number 6, is cardiovascular health. This is from the British Medicine Journal. Long-term studies published in the BMJ found that men reporting more frequent orgasms had lower mortality risk from heart disease. During orgasm, heart rate and blood circulation temporarily increase, similar to light cardiovascular exercise. Over time, healthy sexual activity may support vascular flexibility and circulation efficiency. May support.
Well, and I also have heard that when men have more orgasms, their likelihood of getting prostate cancer goes down a lot as well too. And I mean, Amy and I are always doing studies and research for different things with what we do, and that's one of the other things I remember seeing too.
I just truly believe that God didn't just design sexual intercourse and sexual activity between couples as just some way to stay connected as couples. That's a huge one, but I believe that he thought deeper about, like, he gave us a clitoris for enjoyment so that we could orgasm, so that we could enjoy it. I believe that he gave it even deeper reasons to, let's give them some health benefits
Absolutely.
with it. We want them to stay intimate. We want to have this passionate marriage. I want them to be united together. I want them to both enjoy each other. Hey, let's give them a bunch of health benefits. How cool is that?
Because let's be real, like the world, just different things going on. There is everything going to be against you to be intimate. Every single thing is going to be thrown at you to try to keep you as couples from being intimate together. Because if you are in a sexless marriage or very seldom have an intimacy, your likelihood of staying together as a couple is going to go down dramatically. I mean, that's one of the leading causes of divorce, right? And on the flip side, across the board, couples that have happy and healthy marriages are all reporting, unless there's a physical condition,
right,
all of them are having frequent sexual intimacy, because it really is, and we've written articles about this as well too, is sex really is the thermometer to gauge the temperature of your marriage. And so I agree 100% with what you're saying. Sex isn't just about sex and it feels good and then you're done. Like, there really are so many like hidden benefits, health benefits. There's so many things that we now know that brings us closer together as a couple, but also has many health and physical benefits as well too.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Okay. Number 7, mood and mental well-being. This comes from the American Psychological Association. Dopamine released during orgasm activates reward circuits in the brain, improving short-term mood and emotional satisfaction. Studies linking sexual satisfaction with lower depression scores suggest sexual health is strongly connected to psychological health. However, scientists emphasize that it would be viewed as a complement to mental health treatment, not a replacement.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember, these are not replacements. Like, you can, all your problems are going to go away. These are just things that...
Well, it's just like getting out and exercising, right?
Yeah.
That's going to help with depression and stress. And
yeah.
I mean, I can say as a husband, like I'm in an amazing mood, like after we make love. Like, honestly, I'm being serious, right? Like,
I think that a lot of times comes down to attitude too. I think it does help you feel more connected, especially if it's mutual. If you, like I said already, if you both orgasm, you're probably both like focusing on each other, making sure it's enjoyable for both of you in that way. This is just like cream on the top. Hey, it's also going to help your like mood in physical ways too. And
for all of you out there that maybe have never had an orgasm or have a really hard time, we totally feel for you. I mean, I think the percentage of women out there and even some men that have a hard time having one is a lot higher than we think. And so
that's a good point.
The great thing is, like, if you struggle or have a hard time with it, like, there are some amazing intimacy aids that can help with that. And that's what they are. They're aids to be able to help with that. I mean, we have one product in particular we sell a ton of, and the feedback we get from many women is like, oh my heck, I never imagined it could be this good, or I've never had one, and this helped me not only have one, but every time now, and I never knew what I was missing. And so, you know, again, if this is an area you struggle with and you're saying, well, oh, I'd love to have one, but I haven't had one, or it's hard to have one, there's so many things that can help with that as well too. So just wanted to...
I love that you brought that up, because a lot of women might have too many mental tabs open. They can't concentrate. They might have a health condition. It might hurt. There's so many things. I had someone tell me a couple of years ago that they had been married 25 years and had never experienced an orgasm. I was like, bless your heart. Like, how are you even...
Yeah, no wonder you don't enjoy it,
doing it, right? Like, it's for mutual enjoyment. And so you can personally reach out to us to our email if you struggle with this. We will give you some personal tips that might really, really help. And there's a lot of, like you said, there are some men, if you're dealing with like ED or anything, there's some really good doctors and treatments now to help. That's not something to be embarrassed about. Yeah. Like, there's so much good technology nowadays to just help everybody. So hopefully...
Yeah, and you should be enjoying it together.
You should absolutely be... Nobody's going to want to do it. Women especially, you're not going to want to do it if you're not having one every single time. Like, your wives and your wife should be enjoying it every single time. Yeah. Give her the best orgasm ever. She's going to want to do it more. Okay, Next one is number 8, pelvic floor muscle strength. We have a new pelvic floor place here that I was like, what is that?
And it opened up in like a nice highest rent place you could even imagine. You're like, how in the world?
Well, I had a party at my house with a bunch of girls a couple weeks ago, and one of my neighbors came and she was like, that place is amazing. And she started telling me all the benefits, and I was like, I didn't know any of that. She's like, that place is the best. And she's like referring all these people to it. So, okay, let me read this real quick. This is from the Mayo Clinic. Pelvic floor muscle contractions during orgasm are similar to Kegel exercise contractions. These muscles help support bladder control, sexual function, and core stability. Regular sexual activity can act as low-intensity functional muscle workout, especially for pelvic stabilization muscles. And she said she knew a lot of people, like especially after having kids, women after having kids have a lot of bladder issues. She said this has completely fixed people that she had known. Just awesome. I didn't know anything about this. Yeah. I've never had an issue with this, but I know a lot of women do. So the pelvic floor muscles, man, like maybe we need to talk more on that more often because I had no idea. So anyways, that is a benefit. Okay. Number 9, you already mentioned this one, prostate health correlations. This comes from Harvard Medical School. Harvard cohort research found that men with higher ejaculation frequency showed lower long-term prostate cancer risk. One hypothesis is that ejaculation helps clear potential carcinogenic or inflammatory compounds from prostate ducts. However, researchers stress that this is correlation, not guaranteed protection. Yeah. Obviously not guaranteed. Obviously none of these things are guaranteed, but they're finding correlations with it. So... I don't know, take it for what it's worth, right? Number 10, last one. Calorie and exercise energy expenditure, okay? Comes from Harvard Health Publishing. Sexual activity burns roughly 85 to 150 calories per 30 minutes, depending on intensity, body movement. Heart rate can reach up to 130 BPM during climax. This places orgasmic sexual activity roughly in the same metabolic range as light yoga or brisk walking. Not aerobic full exercise, but still contributes to daily movement and energy expenditure. So
that's awesome.
Hey, if you want to lose a pound, a couple calories, I don't know, like try it out a little more. You know?
That really is a pretty impressive list.
That's a pretty great list.
And I'm sure there's more that we aren't aware of as well.
I'm sure I could do a part 2 with 10 more.
Yeah, I think one of them was like your skin gets better. I remember we talked about this before in an article or something. There were all the benefits. You're like, oh my heck, like.
If you know more benefits and you want us to do a part 2 on this episode, email them to us and we will research them and we will share them in another episode. Because I think that, there were about 3 that I didn't know. And I was like, that's pretty awesome. Once again, it just gave me like this appreciation that God was like, I'm going to give you health benefits and things that just can be helpful to you and your body through this also. Like, how cool is that? I love that part. Yeah, so true. And like I said, the world is trying to get us to not be intimate. So especially in your 40s. Yeah, anything 50s. We can do to connect on that level. We're going to have healthier and happier lives. That's what sexual intimacy is all about. It should be enjoyable for both of you, right? Like we always talk about. So hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. Again, if you need some great products, our sponsor. Can I talk about a couple real quick? Yeah, absolutely. Say the sponsor. Go ahead. No, shop.ultimateintimacy.com is our sponsor. The owners are they're awesome people. Really cool. I want to talk about a couple products first, and it goes along with this. A lot of women in their 40s and 50s in the menopause area, they dry out down there, and intercourse gets painful. So we do sell the all-in-one body butter that is organic, edible. It turns into it almost feels like a soft oil on your skin. Yeah, like once you put it on your skin, it just melts. It's amazing. It's not drippy. It just melts. But if husbands could understand that starting with lubrication at the very beginning, it's going to help the foreplay. It's going to help it feel better. And it's going to help with orgasm. I'm just telling you that. It's just a fact. Mm-hmm. Those things, that's really, really helpful. a lot of men don't. They're like, why would we need that? She can self-lubricate. If you just start with that, there's no pressure on her. It's going to feel good from the first moment, okay? So really important to know. The second thing is the V-ring, and that's one of our best high-rated products. It's the purple V-ring, and it doesn't really affect the man at all, right?
Well, the benefits for a husband is the tightness makes a husband last a little bit longer, so it does have benefits for a husband.
But it doesn't affect you in any negative ways, right?
No.
And it's only used together. So if you're kind of against intimate toys and you're like, I don't want to bring those into our marriage, it's used together, which is why we love it and promote it. And it focuses on the clitoris, but it's not so small that it's like too much pressure. It's like the surrounding area, and you can control the vibrations of it. So that's what's great about it, is because orgasm for a woman is like 80% external, like on the clitoris, and not from intercourse. So this gives you like the best of both worlds, like intercourse with clitoral stimulation. Like, I'm telling you, women that have never had an orgasm before have reached out to us and said, first one ever, and now every single time. Like, that's how great it is.
Well, and it makes it feel better for so much longer, too.
Yeah.
Like, you've shared that. And I would guess, just based upon all the responses we get, that it works for about 80% of women, right? I'm not going to sit here and say it works 100%. We've never had someone it not work for, but for the majority, roughly 80% of women that are really struggling, like, this has been life-changing.
And not even really struggling. It can just make it better.
Yeah.
Like, it can just improve it that much better. So, anyways, enough about that. Those are two, I think, must-haves for every nightstand in a married couple's room. Like, literally. Like, just go to those two. They're amazing. So, shop.ultimateintimacy.com, and you can reach out to us with any personal questions. We love helping people out. We want you to enjoy each other and keep your marriage passionate.
Yeah, I'm glad you shared those. So, well, as always, we appreciate all of you listening to the podcast. It means a lot to us. We appreciate the feedback that you give us as well. Except for those that give us negative feedback, we don't appreciate that.
We do.
No, I'm joking, but we appreciate all of you, and until next time.